welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another episode in my series about running an Etsy shop or running a small business. Today's video is all about the small business essentials that I recommend. This is going to be anything from physical items to websites and software that you may have not heard of. Some of these things you probably have heard of, but some of them I have a feeling you have not. I wanted to share my favorites. These are the things that help me be successful in running my Etsy shop and my other small business. I'm really excited to be filming this video. I actually filmed it once, but it was not the best video, so I'm refilming it in my new office. I will have an office tour at some point. I don't know when it's gonna be done. It may be a while, but here's a sneak peek. It's coming together great. I'm really excited to be able to film my small business videos in here as well. I'm just gonna get into the video and I'm gonna start with a few basic, everyday physical items that you need to run your small business. So the first thing was actually in the background of this video. This is my Dymo 4XL label writer. This is a label printer. It doesn't require any ink. It just heat prints your shipping labels for you. This is kind of a pricey item, so I don't recommend it if you're just starting out, but if you do ship quite a few packages every week or every month, this is definitely a time saver, a money saver. I've not had to buy ink in I don't know how long, because the only thing I print from my printer are stickers, which I'll talk about. Maybe Black Friday they'll have some discounts on these, or Prime Day. I don't actually know when Prime Day is, but you know, keep this in your cart. You'll get little notifications if the price changes. Yeah, just keep an eye out on this because it's definitely worth the price. I haven't personally had a ton of issues with it. I have had 2 times where it's jammed pretty badly. The second time it was almost irreplaceable, but I haven't had as many issues as other people. I do plug it into my computer though. I don't do like wireless printing. That's what people normally have an issue with, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, this is my Dymo label writer. The 4XL is the one that prints shipping label size ones. There's also the Rollo printer, but you need more space for it because you have to, the labels don't go inside of it, they sit outside. So if you have more space, that could be worth it because it is quite a bit cheaper. But for me, at the time I didn't have a lot of space. Of course now I do, but when I got it, I had no space at all, so that's why I got that one. So just depending on your situation, the Dymo is better for smaller spaces. The Rollo is a cheaper option if you have more room. While we're here, I'm going to talk about my favorite shipping labels to buy to put in that, because you do have to buy the rolls of labels. This is for the Dymo, not for the Rollo. That's a separate thing. I don't have that one, so I'm not going to be talking about those. But these are the labels I use. They're from highsupplylabels.com. They do have a website you can buy these from, or you can put them on automatic shipments from Prime, which is what I have. You get 220 labels per roll, and you get 4 rolls in here, so like 700 something, 800 something. I don't know how to do math, but yeah, this is the best deal. And these labels are good quality. They stick on, they don't come off, and they don't print uneven. They don't cut things off. The Dymo brand labels always cut off for me. Like the top or the bottom will cut off. So, and they're so expensive. It's like $20 for 1 roll. You get 4 rolls for $20. Highly recommend these. They're great quality, and yeah, this is my favorite. I've tried quite a few as well, and these are by far the best. Next is kind of some shipping materials. I know people have been talking about these more recently, but for a while nobody's talking about them, so I'm just gonna mention them. These are biodegradable, sorry, it's really early in the morning, biodegradable poly mailers. So if you don't ship things that need bubble wrap, or I'll talk about a solution to that in a minute, this is a great lightweight option. They weigh the same as regular poly mailers, which is very light, so they don't add to your shipping costs, and they're biodegradable. And these are from the brand Bubble Fast. Again, they do have a website, but they also sell them on Amazon. I know we don't like to support Amazon, but I know it's also really accessible for small business owners. And if you need materials fast, it's a great option. if you run out and you need to ship orders really quickly. That happens to me a lot, so I do turn to Amazon for those situations. And it's just really accessible for, you know, if you're on a budget starting a new business, it's okay to start on an Amazon. But they do have a website, so I recommend supporting them there if you want to. And I usually buy these in packs of 500 at a time because I tend to go through them fast, but they do sell them in lots of different sizes. I believe this is the 9x12, and they sell smaller ones and even bigger ones. I've had a few different sizes. I think I also have the 10x13, but this is just my favorite, and they are a bit pricier than poly mailers, like plastic ones. But if you ship a lot of stuff, you should kind of be conscious about how much waste you're putting out in the world. That's why I think it's worth it to spend a little bit extra and know that you're not costing the planet more, if that makes sense. Next is something kind of random that nobody talks about, but this is my custom stamp that I got from rubberstamps.net. I believe I got that right. But they're a small business that hand makes these custom stamps. As you can see on the back, ooh, my logo is pressed into there. You can't see it because the handle. But this was only, I think, $12, maybe like $15 total with shipping, with the handle and everything. It's great quality. You can't see very well because there's black ink on it, but my logo is in there. Here's what it looks like stamped. It's great quality. It was really affordable, and it's all custom made by a small business. So yeah, I think this is great. I use this to stamp my jewelry cards. So I stamp these little cards with this, and it's a great affordable way to get custom packaging. You can also stamp your own tissue paper, your own cardstock, your own stickers, which I used to do. Great find that a lot of people don't talk about. Yeah, there's the website, rubberstamps.net. Next is something most people know about. I mean, they have commercials on TV, so you probably do, but Vistaprint is a great resource to get affordable business cards, marketing materials, postcards, anything you need for your small business. It is nice to support smaller companies to get business cards and stuff like that, but it often costs a lot of money. So if you're just starting out, or you need a ton all at once and you can't afford to, you know, spend like $1 a business card, then Vistaprint's a great option. These are what mine look like. They're glossy on the front and then just matte on the back. They're great quality. This is the last one I have. I have a new box on the way right now. Get these little sticky notes. It's kind of hard to tell because they're kind of light, but they just have my logo without the name here, so I can write little notes on there. Little thank you notes. If I include a free gift, or if someone has a note on their order that's small and doesn't need to be printed out, I just handwrite them on here. These are also great to just write notes around your office, and it's all branded with your logo. And these were, I think, $15 for a pack of 3 or something. So, or maybe it was $5. They were really cheap, but yeah. I don't use these a ton, but they are really cute. Then I'm going to talk about custom stickers, because I know a lot of people don't know about this, and it's something I discovered because stickers are very, very expensive to get made. Even if you go with a company like Vistaprint, they're expensive to have made, especially if you need a lot. So I found an alternative. You can get packs of these. I think it's 700 for like $8 on Amazon. I will link these below. You can see it's just a sticker with my logo. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting, but it does have my logo on it on just like a pale pink background. And you can just print these out, and it ends up costing less than 1 penny per sticker. So highly recommend. Yes, you need a printer with ink, but that's basically the only thing I use my printer for. So I don't have to buy ink all the time. Because of that, I don't have to buy ink all the time. But this is such an affordable option that nobody talks about. Sometimes they do print off center. You will have to waste a couple sheets kind of learning your printer's setup and how to get them to print correctly. But otherwise, this is super affordable. They have a template, so you can just go in Microsoft Word and put your logo on each of them. I mean, it does take a bit of time, but you're saving a ridiculous amount of money. So highly recommend these. I will link them below. It's very hot in here. They also make a good fan. And the last like physical item I'm going to talk about is kind of heavy, so This is the Ranpak Genie Wrap Pack X Mini. Don't know what that name is about. It's very heavy, but it is biodegradable bubble wrap, basically. Sorry if this is an awkward angle, but it comes with this paper, and then it also comes with white paper. And you put them together and you wrap your products like that. So if you ship heavy items, if you ship art, if you ship glass products, anything that needs to be bubble wrapped, but you don't want to put that much plastic that is not recyclable at all into the environment, it's a great option. It comes in rolls, you set it up. It is pretty pricey. It's actually very expensive. It's so much more expensive than bubble wrap. But once again, if you're someone who's putting a lot of products out there, it's a good investment to think about how much waste you're creating, how much waste you're physically shipping out into the world. You don't know who's gonna get it. You don't know how they're gonna recycle it, if they're gonna reuse it, or if it's just gonna go to the landfill. So I try not to pay for plastic, but I understand if you're starting out and you need to, but you can always just reuse bubble wrap. You know, I did that for a long time. I still do that all the time. But yeah, this is great. I will link this below. They sell it on Amazon, but they also have their own website, and it's a bit cheaper on their website. So I recommend going there. But now we're on to the second part of the video, and I'm gonna be talking about websites, software, materials, stuff like that you can use for your small business that you maybe have not heard of. And I guarantee a few of these you've not heard of. First one, maybe you have heard of, but we'll get into the other ones, is QuickBooks Self-Employed. I'll put some pictures up here of what it looks like. If you have a small business, you should be using QuickBooks Self-Employed. I have 2 separate accounts. It kind of sucks because if you have more than one business, you have to create different accounts and pay for different subscriptions, but I digress. If you only have one business, it's great. If you have 10 businesses, it's still great. It allows you to connect your business bank account, or if you don't have a business bank account yet, which you should have one, and you just have a personal bank account that all of your business funds are going to, oh my gosh, it is a lifesaver for tax time, because you can select the transactions and put them into categories like personal spending or business spending. And then under business spending, I'll put an example up here. You can select if it was a business meal, if it was office supplies, if it was marketing materials, if you bought an ad. There's so many categories, and it will be a lifesaver for tax time. Another way it's great is that at the end of the year, it will send the entire transaction history, all of your logs, all of your categories straight to TurboTax. You will have to pay for TurboTax, but you do get a bit of a discount with self-employed QuickBooks. But it'll send it there and do it all for you. And then you just have to like sign a couple things, fill out some things here and there, and then you're done. It makes taxes a breeze. And when you have a small business, taxes are hell as it is, so you might as well do anything you can to make it easier. It does cost money, but I think it is truly, truly worth it. You will save so much time and money and stress and anxiety about the IRS coming to get you if you just use QuickBooks Self-Employed and TurboTax and just spend a little extra to have your sanity year round, you know? The next one is more for marketing, and I feel like people are talking about this more now, but I've been using it for like 5 years and nobody talked about it back then, and that is Canva. Canva is a website where you can make free marketing materials. You can create Instagram posts, you can make logos, you can create business cards, you can make YouTube thumbnails, which is where I make mine. They're not great, but that's where I make them. You can make Facebook, Twitter headers. Anything you can imagine that is marketing for social media, you can create. You can make video posts, like moving animated GIF type posts that a lot of businesses use. All of that for free. They do have a premium version, which I do recommend because you get access to a lot more like fonts and services and different pictures and little things you can add to your post. But there is a free version, and the free version works fine. You can also pay small artists on there like $1 per image to use them in your work, which is great. You can also, if you buy something on there and you want to use it as your logo or in business or to use on products that you're gonna sell. Like if you design product packaging on there, which I have done for all of mine, but there's an image or a font or something that an artist made, you can buy it for one-time use and then you can go find their website. Their name will be attached to it and you can pay them the fee to have it used as a commercial item. So like for one of my business logos, it was free up to 500 uses. But obviously I had more than 500 products I was shipping out, more than 500 things that had that logo on it. So I paid her a fee to use it commercially on all my products. So it was kind of commissioning, but a little bit simpler because you don't have to, you know, do all the guesswork about what you really want. You can just kind of find what you like, pay an artist, and use it commercially. The next thing I recommend is if you need to file your business, if you need to get an LLC or sole proprietorship, I can't say that word, sorry, I'm only 19, I'm not like a lawyer. If you need to file an to your business, if you need to change an address, if you need to send something to the state about your business, if you need to update your name, anything like that. If you file with Zen Business, you can do it all on there. It's pretty affordable. There's also LegalZoom, which my mom used for her business, but I just went with Zen Business and I haven't had issues with it. It's pretty basic. LegalZoom does give you more information and more one-on-one help, but I went with Zen Business, so that's what I'm recommending, but you can definitely look at both and weigh your options. And I filed both my businesses, so I own 2 LLCs through Zen Business. You do have to pay monthly for a registered agent, but that is legally required, I believe in all states, but for sure in Florida. So you pay them per month and they just keep you kind of up to date with your state. Make sure you're following all the regulations, all your information, your taxes, your records are all up to date. They handle that for you. Great service, pretty affordable compared to other services like LegalZoom. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I've been filming a couple videos today and I'm losing it. The last type of online marketing is Airtable. This is especially good if you sell physical products that you need to keep track of your inventory for. Maybe not as helpful if you just sell small things like stickers and stuff like that, although maybe it could be. I don't know that side of things, so this is better for like physical products that you have a lot of different SKUs of. Called Airtable. I'll put some pictures up here. You can create sort of Excel spreadsheet type things, but they're a bit more organized and you don't have to do the different equations on Excel spreadsheet that you have to. I know I'm not super good at all that, so I like Airtable. Again, there's a premium version, but there's also the free version that works great. You can color code your products. You can put them in different categories. Again, I'll put pictures up here. You can list all your products and you can create a table that has multiple tabs on it. So on one tab, you can have your SKU numbers with all your stock, your quantities, your price per unit, your selling price or retail price, all that stuff. You can even add pictures of the products and categorize all of that just like an Excel spreadsheet. And then on the second tab, you can keep your like ingredient inventory or your packaging inventory, anything like that. So you can list how much of, let's say, how many business cards you have, how many sheets of tissue paper you have, how many of a certain size jar you have for your scrubs or something like that. Put it all in there so that you know when you need to reorder things. So you're not like me and run out of business cards and ship out 100 packages with no business cards in them. Yeah, so highly recommend Airtable if you're not super familiar with Excel or you just don't have the time to do Excel. It's a great option and it's pretty cute because you can kind of color coordinate everything. Last thing is something that I think more people know about now that I didn't mention. It's kind of an online service and a physical packaging type thing, so I'm just gonna throw it in here. The USPS website, if you ship with USPS, you can get free boxes. You can actually get free priority mail stickers from their website. They will ship them to you. They are free. However, you can only get priority mail things, and so you have to have a priority mail label in order to use those boxes. This is great if you're just starting out and you're shipping really heavy items. It brings your cost down because you don't have to buy boxes for those items. I still use them, but I would like to invest in my own boxes at some point. But they work great. You can get a lot of free materials on there. While you're there, I recommend buying some stamps, buying a t-shirt, buying anything to help support the Postal Service, because they are the only boys in blue we support on this channel. Also is the USPS pickup system. I don't know if you know this, but you can schedule package pickups. I've been doing this for 3 years. I just left, obviously since I moved, I left my old mail carrier, and she was so sweet. She has been doing my pickups for 3 years. I miss her. I was packaging things the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, she's just the sweetest. She has always done my package pickups, and you can schedule them to come get them for you, so you don't have to go to the post office. The first few times, if nobody in your building or in your area does pickups, your mail carrier might be confused and not do them because they may not know to look for them. So you may have to call. Like, I just moved here and they didn't do my pickup. It takes them a while to kind of get used to it, so be kind. They are under a lot of stress right now, so try and be patient, but it is a great service and they should be able to pick them up anywhere. You can select to have them picked up at your door. You can leave them in a mailroom. You can leave them outside your door. You can hand them to them, whatever you want to do. I'm losing my voice. I gotta go now. Yeah, so thank you for watching. My voice is gone, so I'm gonna go edit these videos. I will see you in my next video, which may or may not be an Etsy video. Who knows yet? I don't even sound like a human anymore. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about small business related stuff, Etsy related stuff, what is wrong with my voice? Leave it down below. I will have my shops linked down below as well if you want to go check them out. My voice is all over the place. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for watching.